Hi, I'm Pat from Vista Visuals Australia. In this video we're going to look at some of the more common technical calls that we receive and the very simple fixes that get you back on track. As always, we're happy to talk to you on the phone or communicate via email or even come out to help you with these. We just want you up and running at all times. A common call out we get is where the panel has no power. The simple solution to that, generally, is that someone has touched the rocker switch. On the back of the panel, if this is installed on the wall, a small child puts their hand behind there, flicks that switch, and that turns off all power to the panel. Just put your finger behind the panel and switch that on. Also checking that the plug is plugged in properly. Another common technical call we get is the touch on my panel is not working. Now these panels are quite clever. We have HDMI 1 and 2 down here with the touch interface port right here, and on the side here we have HDMI 3 with its touch interface port. If someone for some reason has been using the cables or changing the cables and they plug the HDMI in on the side here, it will not read the touch that is associated with 1 and 2. It will read the touch for up here. So you will have your image on 3, but no touch. We need to actually have the correct cable placed on the side here. Some other features we have on the side here, we have HDMI out, we have DisplayPort down the bottom there. We also have a hearing loop interface that is built into the side of these panels. So if you do have children with special needs in hearing, we can actually put their transmitter onto the panel and it will transmit the sound to them. A semi-regular tech call that we do get is my screen touch doesn't work. The simple solution to that is actually an asset that the remote has. The blue button here is a lock button. It will lock the screen for touch and the buttons on the front. So if you do have people who touch it when they shouldn't be, blue button will lock it down. If that's accidentally pressed, it will lock the screen. To simply unlock, we just press the blue button again. The yellow button is a freeze function, so it will actually hold an image on the screen. Another really good button on here is ES. It stands for energy save. Fantastic in a business setting where it will instantly blank the screen if there is sensitive information being shown and someone walks into the room, or in a classroom if you want to get the attention of the children back, pressing the ES button will blank the screen. The ES button also exists on the panel itself. The most common technical call we receive is a no signal on the panel, or there's no communication from the computer. Generally, the cause of this is a dock or a connector. A lot of computers these days, particularly in schools, use a dock of some sort. The way we test to see whether it is the dock is we actually have to physically remove the computer from the dock. We just can't unplug from the dock and plug into the computer while the computer is still on the dock. That won't check the situation. You need to actually physically remove the computer and plug in. If you then get a signal, we know the problem is the dock. The other common problem we have is adapters. So if we're running an HDMI to DisplayPort adapter, we need to check whether this is the culprit. If it is, these are easily accessible by either calling our staff or from any tech store.